final, the 8th time it's been staged at this particular ground. It's Featherstone Rovers against Halifax, and here they come to a rapturous welcome. Well, if that doesn't blow the butterflies away, I don't think anything will. Real big noise as they take to the pitch. Halifax in their blue and white hoops. Featherstone in the slightly less familiar black and pink, of course. But some familiar faces in there nonetheless. Liam Finn, the Irish international, who we picked out before the game as a potential match winner. Certainly a key player in amongst the mix this afternoon. And they are making a really good noise here as well, aren't they?
It's a great atmosphere, Dave. Both teams.
This atmosphere is contagious, boys.
Yeah. Hendo might go off on one here.
Yeah, it's lovely. I love finals rugby league. Finals footy, you can't beat it, boys.
Well, here we go. No standing around, is there? No awaiting. It's just a case of get on and get on with it. Our referee today is Jamie Lee, by the way, and as ever, Ian Smith is our video referee. Anything contentious, then it will be called up to him, and we will hear his judgments on whether it's a try or no try, or whatever's needed. And what a start! The short kickoff is collected by Thackeray here, and Halifax with a dream start.
Don't you just love a short kickoff? Straight from the coaching man, and you know the thing that he's just made up, they're going to make up. I reckon you ought to practice that, don't you?
Here's Robinson driving it in. So Halifax with a set inside their opponent's half to start this game. Driven in by Hesketh, a little offload as well. They're running into the teeth of a gale that is the Halifax support here as well.
Oh, that's a shot! England! Sit down, Hesketh.
So back they come to the middle. This is Hanford now. Collected in by Dane Manning. Fifth tackle coming up, sixth tackle rather coming up. The little grubber kick towards the corner kick by Ashaw. Backs is out of play.
6 more.
Yep.
Drop out underneath the sticks. What a start!
Oh, fantastic start, isn't it? You know, the unpredictable short kickoff we just see there, and Halifax running hard. Great defence so on the goal line from Featherstone. Some huge contacts and hits there, but a smart little kick there out of dummy half Ashaw there, taken to the line, little one in behind, and forced Briscoe to knock it dead there. So fantastic start for Halifax now to build some further pressure.
Anthony England's put a marker down, hasn't he? He said to young Hesketh, come on then, have some more. Climb into each of the boys, that's what we want.
Here we go, drop out, so it's going to be another set here for Halifax inside their opponent's half. And Featherstone at the moment looking to having to dig deep here. Hesketh, the latest to drive it in. Warrensey at dummy half is going to have a little bit of a dabble himself here. It's courageous territory, that, isn't it, for a winger to run into the absolute cauldron that is that Featherstone pack at the moment, looking to defend. On by Gannon, wearing the 17 shirt.
Featherstone look strong, don't they, in their technique and their defence. Good carry.
Manning. Well, he's taking them closer again. They've still got tackles in the back here as well. Tyra down this left-hand side has tried the pass. It has gone to ground. It's Featherstone. I think it's Smeaton who's come up with it. And what a relief for Featherstone.
Yeah. Let's see what they've got in the tank getting out of here now, Featherstone. Good line speed from Halifax. Smart team, Featherstone, you know. You can whip up the line as much as your Wayne Retty's there, whipping that line up into a frenzy, but they've got some smart players that give them one-on-one and bits of footwork that stop them being dominated, Featherstone.
Finn to his feet and plays it. Here they come again, just looking to blast their way out of trouble, if they can. The Northern Rail Cup final, if you're just switching on. Featherstone against Halifax, and I guarantee you won't be switching off. Not if you enjoy your sport tough and physical, with no lack of skill. It's been lost. Dickens. After the tackle, knocked on, scrum down, Halifax's head and feed. They are camping inside this Featherstone half here.
Well, there are two things here. First of all, I don't think he knocks on, because he gets a push here and the ball goes backwards anyway. So it's either play on or a penalty.
Or he may have called that the tackle was complete. He's lost it afterwards, therefore.
Well, doesn't he go back and play the ball again now?
Just back on the kickoff there, fellas. That really has set the tempo, though, hasn't it? That short kickoff has set the whole theme for this opening 2 or 3 minutes here.
Definitely. Great tactical ploy by the coach, who hasn't paid any attention to this game.
Here comes Manning, driving it in. Two really good coaches on the sidelines, aren't they?
Definitely.
And Daryl Powell and Carl Harrison. They were terrific players in their time, both internationals. Across it goes. Into the hands of Thackeray here. Little drop pass back on the inside, but Featherstone's defence is there to meet their man. Still a couple of tackles left here. They defended just about the whole of this opening 3 minutes.
Just a fourth set.
On their own line. Little grubber kick through, it's being chased!
That's
try by
That's all on.
Well, the referee has put the square in the air, just to put a bit of a dampener on the celebrations here. Was there an offside there in the build-up? The video referee's going to have to call this. So, Professor Ian Smith, it's over to you.
So if you can pause it on his foot, just jog it back. We need it to pause, please. Just go back. That's already left his foot. Go back one frame from that, please. If you just pause it on his, just go down. Right. Keep going. Just slowly, slowly, slowly. He's onside. Go to the grounding, please. Pretty sure he's grounded it. We just need the angle that proves it. He's got it in his right arm. He grounds the ball. That's a try. Jamie, that's a try.
The news relayed, and one end of the ground erupts in celebration. Halifax have their opening try. What a start they've made to this game.
This is a great kick from Hanforth. I mean, Thackeray has to push through the hole to finish the play off, but his touch and the quality of kick here, and it's on the back of all the pressure that Halifax have put on, and somebody has to be there. And we spoke about Thackeray being that runner, that pusher, that support player. Well, he really complimented Hanforth then.
And that is the start they needed. That was what I was just about to say. That is the start that Halifax needed. That get themselves into the game early, build some pressure. They've managed to capitalise with their field position and put some points on the board. That's a real confidence boost. It will really give a lot of belief now in this team that they can go on and take this further and win this cup final.
Here comes Tyra. The breeze is a little stiff out there, but he's nonetheless found his target. 1 out of 1, 10 out of 10 start as far as Halifax are concerned. They lead by 6 points to 0. A perfect start for Halifax. Is it fair to say, from a neutral point of view, a perfect start to the game?
Well, we'll see. We're going to get a response from the black and pinks, the Featherstone team, because they're good. And they're very, very good. We haven't seen them with the ball yet, have we? So when we see them in the ball, Halifax give them all in the credit they deserve. And it was the risk at the start. Remember the short kick-off you reminded us of?
Here comes Finn with a high, longish one this time. And it's the first time we crane our necks right to have a look at action at that end of the field. And how long have we played now? 5 minutes. Because this is the first time that Featherstone are able to put a bit of pressure on their opponents. And boy, are they doing that.
They're doing that with his style as well. That's good technique, that's good line speed, that's bang. And Wayne Retty's not a small boy. He's the first one of those 3 carries to find his front. A little bit of messing around, he'd be disappointed with that.
Well, Sean Penkovic on the bench, I'm sure, is itching to get involved in the action, but I'm sure he'll be pleased when it slowed down a little. Here comes the kick from Ashall, straight down the throat of Ian Hardman, and a chance for him to run it back. Decent chase here, so he's not going to get too far.
Good chase. Yeah. Everybody down there in numbers but the fullback.
So Feb with work to do. Saxton taking it in, moving it to that left-hand side.
Do you know something? That's where Featherstone are good, Dave, because that 2-pass play there in the second play has given them open the space and stopped Halifax firing out the line. So the little smarts that Featherstone have really do help them get forward.
It's Ben Kay at dummy half. Driven in by Anthony England. Big fella, isn't he?
He's a big unit, isn't he?
And he's held down too long. Penalty Featherstone's way. And the Rovers fans find their voice.
I reckon this is all about the quality of the contact. England finds his front here and Gannon's all over him and doesn't get square arm. The referee doesn't find that acceptable. Maybe a little bit harsh. Here
comes Matty Dale with the initial drive, setting the platform here for his side. Featherstone Rovers, 5 tackles to go, are less than 10 metres away from that Halifax line. This is Finn. Back it goes to Kane. Kane slips it back now for Spears. Spears hurling himself at that line and is held up. But getting closer all the time. Here comes Kane now. Dickens, now Finn. Finn across, into the hands of Dale. Dale lets it go, Hartman.
Good D.
Great D.
That's defence. 5 metres away. This now is Saxton. Little dancing, skipping run by him, and a good offload as well. That's done well. Here comes Dickens now. Dickens! What a hit! Right on tackle. Was that Manning? Put him up in the air and down on his backside. Right it comes, Finn now. Here's Kane. Kane ducks, reaches. Oh!
Shore saver, Wayne Reddy.
Desperate defence. Retty just got there and pushed him back, and from dummy half, Smeaton will have a go. Underneath there is a ball somewhere. The referee's not sure. Yes, he is. It's a tackle. He's short. Turnover.
What a great set defensively. Wayne Retty came from nowhere to stop Kane putting the ball on the line.
Fantastic. And I'll tell you something, Halifax at times here have had some criticism for their goal line defence, but I'll tell you now, that was fantastic goal line defence, working for each other, doing whatever. Oh, great shot there from Dickens. But yeah, it's a fantastic goal line defence from the Halifax side.
It's as good as it gets, this, isn't it? It's terrific stuff. Great start to this game. Ambler taking it in.
I'm sore for them.
Look at that. That's Stuart Dickens is lifting in the air. He's got some bit of a kid.
Well, I don't think there's much debate about wrestling there, is there?
Handforth with a kick downfield. Collected by Jack Briscoe. Just shuffled back on the inside. I say it every time. He's only 19 years of age, I think. Still Jack Briscoe, the younger brother of Tom, who's doing the business at Hull, of course. And there's Luke, who's at Leeds these days. Quite a family tree. Here's Dickens now for Featherstone. England trying to push his way through. Up to the halfway line. Ben Kay up at dummy half. This now is Finn. Across that line, he's thrown it. Again, the tackle's a stout one. The arms thrown in the air. The complaints that it was too high.
Stop whinging.
Neither referee nor touch judge saw anything wrong with that. So here comes England again.
Oh, somebody copped one.
Left arm free, but couldn't get it away. Here's Kay. Kick high by Liam Finn. Down it comes. It's a catch by Finn. A good catch, but a terrific tackle has put him on his backside behind the goal line. It's a drop out underneath the sticks.
Fantastic play there. Nice kick from Liam Finn. Just got on the money there. Just allowed Fieldhouse to catch it just to the field of play, but complemented by a great chase. Drives him back into the goal and now gets the opportunity to build some further pressure on the Halifax line. We saw a fantastic goal line defensive effort from Halifax last set. They're going to have to replicate that again if they're going to hold out this Featherstone side. We'll see Dave, I think it's Craig Ashall there, struggling with injury, so we might see Penkovic being reintroduced a little bit earlier than expected.
Penkovic is already running along the touchline on the far side, isn't he, in anticipation that he's been going to kind of come on here.
I think that's a serious injury for Ashall. I saw him go down in the defensive line, and you don't do that if you're a player, and I think he's struggling maybe his shoulder.
Well, I wonder whether Penkovic got the call from his coach or whether he was off the seat before the coach had even turned round. Desperate to get on this field, I'm sure. Well, he's not going to get on just at this stage.
It's been a high-quality start from both teams, hasn't it?
Really tough stuff, hasn't it? It's like championship state of origin, isn't it, this? Saxton with the offload. Here comes Dickens. And Kay at dummy half. Now it's England with a drive forward. Hesketh was waiting for him and makes the tackle. Still tackles in the bag, though. Okay, Dickens. Just real, honest, hard endeavour down the middle. Getting them closer and closer to where they want to be. It's Dale. Nation is running in. Well, they've still got a couple of tackles here. Up goes the Roar because they still have a very good opportunity. Finn with a step. There are plenty in blue and white hoops, but he's got the offload. Dickens to Kane. Kane back on the inside to Hartman. Hartman running, sprinting to that left-hand side, looking to create the gap into the hands of Warrenson. Oh, and he got free there. He would have been away. Still has an opportunity, but the Featherstone defence covers up and makes a tackle.
They were gone, Halifax. It's a good job he was there. I don't think he wasn't supposed to be there. He just picked the loose ball up.
If that pass is stuck, they were over Featherstone there. They had the numbers, but fortunately for Halifax, they escaped.
You need the element of luck in a final as well to get over the line.
Gannon to his feet. Here come Halifax again with this big surge and urge provided by Ambler. That's 4. Still 2 to come. Ashall. It's for a moment there as though Handforth was going to kick, but he hasn't.
That's a penalty.
Knock on.
Not shot.
Great shot, Ben Kay.
Featherston's head and feet here.
Good technique there from Ben Kay, just hitting what we call underneath the ball there. Nice late drop. It's underneath the ball, and as he drives it down to the ground, forces the ball loose. Good hooker's technique, that.
That's because we're all probably vertically challenged. With the right height to get underneath.
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
Featherstone in possession. Here's Worthington. Really tough kid, isn't he? Greg Worthington, former Huddersfield Academy youngster. Picked up from dummy half, and a good run here from Ben Kay. He's found the gap, had support. Screaming on his shoulder was Tommy Saxton, but he couldn't get a pass away. But they still have good ground. Finn, as ever, directing. Hartman, as ever, coming in from full back. Halifax holding on. 6-0 they lead. But it's Featherstone in prime position at the moment. Finn looking to go through himself. Good tackle coming in though. Plays it as quickly as possible. Dickens now for the line. He's held up.
Great D.
As he touched it down.
Held him up. I'm sure they've held him up.
Just held up. Jamie Lee having a very close inspection of that, the referee. And saying, get back 10. There's another Halifax player down injured here.
Fieldhouse, the fullback at his day.
Ryan Fieldhouse, yep.
Needs to get up real quick.
It's turning into a bit of Rorke's drift at the moment, this Halifax defence. Losing their numbers. Here's the kick. Screamed away.
Do you know what? I think
from
he
the
had to do
recovered
that.
Craig Ashall.
I think Craig Ashall had to do that. I think there's only one Featherstone chaser, but he was in a position to put the ball over the line, and they couldn't take the chance. This is their third set on the bounce now.
Well, the opening 4 minutes were all at the other end, and since then it's all been at this end.
Well, I'll tell you now, if Halifax get through this, that could be a telling factor for them, come the back end of the game. It's amazing, you know yourself, Brian, you defend back-to-back sets, all of a sudden, the opposition start to doubt themselves a little bit as they can't crack the defensive line.
And you get that weird, sick psychology where you think, well, you can throw anything at us, we'll handle this.
We'll handle this, correct.
Here's Saxton. Ben Kay already had one run from dummy half so far this game. On to England. He's been doing this all the time, hasn't he?
He's a big human being, that England, isn't he?
Quiet lad off the field as well, apparently.
He's a good lad.
An unassuming lad. Here comes Andy Kay. This is Briscoe. Always lost it. It was a loose carry, that, wasn't it?
Too. That's him. That's great for Halifax. Edna was just talking about the fact that if he could get through this, all right, player 3, he's made a mistake. Well, that'll give them a huge boost.
Loving this game, boys. It's a cracker, isn't it?
Oh, great game.
Fantastic so far.
I was just looking at that England and thinking, are those small children? The legs, are they small children? Big, aren't they?
There's the feed by Thackeray. Fieldhouse. Son, of course, of John Fieldhouse. There's a few family trees knocking around on the field today, aren't there? Halifax leads 6-0. Have just weathered a storm. And are bringing it forward again here. I think they're going to make their first interchange as well. Hesketh looked like he's going off. As Halifax bring it forward. Is it Barlow who's come on? But a chance here to make some ground from Ambler. Ashall's the man at dummy half. Picks up. It is the man from the bench. The first touch for Sam Barlow. Local lad. Enjoying this occasion, no doubts, as they all are. Here comes the final tackle. So Kane gets the kick away, under pressure. Good kick as well. Handforth with a kick. Good catch, and Featherstone back in possession here. Here's Hartman. Well, there's plenty to meet and greet, aren't there?
I was just wondering when this pace is going to relent, but it's not, is it? They've decided not to bother about being physical or anything like that. They're just going to get into each other.
This is Anthony England. Swiveled around. Held down. Slowed down. WWF? Question mark. It's taken in by Dickens.
This is a boxing match, not a wrestling match.
Kay at acting half. Here now comes Finn. Behind the line again to...
Oh, good shot there. Manning, it's the second good shot he's put on today.
Finn now. Putting it high, spinning, Warrency's underneath this. Full concentration required. And given, just he juggled that one.
A bit of entertainment for the crowd there. I'll juggle one, I'll just juggle this one.
Could be a coach killer, that, couldn't it, Ryan?
It was like a dynamo moment, wasn't it? First it was in his hand and then it wasn't.
Well, he's had 2 big moments so far, hasn't he?
2 good moments.
Rob Warrancy. Quite a few of these Halifax players, of course, involved in this final last year. Rob Warrancy was one of those. Quite a few have played for other teams in this final as well. They have far more experience of this occasion. Here comes Warrancy. Warrancy puts his foot down. Acceleration is electric. And eventually caught by Hardman. Put down front on. That was a fake. And it's a penalty. What a moment from Rob Warrancy. Really big involvement already.
Do you know what? That was Sam Barlow. He came on the field to use his footwork, and what he's got is footwork, a plum, and then an offload that put Warrancy in the clear, and he was gone.
Yeah, he absolutely ripped us to bits in the semi-final to Sam Barlow's second half, and it was for those reasons. The late footwork at the line, he's got good upper body strength, he can get his nose through, and he's got that ability to offload. And we just saw it there, a fantastic weighted offload. It was measured, controlled, and it gave Warrancy the opportunity and space to break through. And great cover defence from Featherstone, but unfortunately for them, they give away a penalty and they give an opportunity now for Halifax to extend the lead.
They're going for goal here. Does that surprise you at all?
No, it doesn't, actually. They've done quite a lot of defence, haven't they, Halifax? They haven't been in this field since the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Every time to slow it down, regroup. They've had a few changes, reinforce the game plan that he hasn't worked on all week, Carl Harrison, and then accept a kick-off and keep going. And Featherstone won't be disturbed about the rest either. They've come back into this game, and this extra points, if he kicks it, as he doesn't.
Well, the next best thing, it has gone dead, so it will be a drop out on the 20 metres, and all things being equal, they should have possession back, but a missed opportunity to go into a 2-score lead there. Carl Harrison looking on from the sidelines. It's his 3rd Northern Rail final. He was the Salford coach that beat Lee in 2003. He was with Batley against Widnes in 2010, so here he is in 2012 with Halifax. Liam Finn with the kick. Good long one as well. I don't know if that was caught in the wind or not, but it sent Ryan Fieldhouse scattering back towards his own sticks. And look at the chase from the dropout on the 20. That's not a bad start.
That's a great result.
Driven in.
Great carry. Is that Ambler?
Yep.
Penkovic on the field. Out from dummy half.
Move! Keep working, Stu. Go.
Penkovic again, just looking to shuffle it on and give some real dynamism to that dummy half roll here. Not tried anything himself so far. Left it goes. Thackeray dropping it back on the inside for Manning. That's the 5th. Here comes the last. It's Penkovic. Out he goes. Little chip. Just trying to wrong foot Ian Hardman, but he went back safe as you'd want him to be. But again, the chasing defence putting him down in a good position.
That's where you want them, 5 metres out from their own line.
Saxton.
Move! Wait! Go!
Featherstone looking to do the hard yards again here. Once more from inside their own half. How long we played? 19 minutes. That's flown by, hasn't it? Absolutely flown by.
4! Move! Hold there, Lou. Hold!
Gratian down and up and plays it. Driven in. And was that dropped? Well, it was a high one.
Yeah.
John Maloney taking it in.
I think they're a bit, he's gone taking him past the horizontal. For our viewers that don't understand, you're not allowed to take a player in a prone position where he might damage his neck past the horizontal, and they've done that, which is unfortunate, because I thought that was Halifax's best defensive set of the game.
20-metre line left.
And the play 5 penalty, they're the coach killers. And you've worked so hard and then you give another 3-6 away.
Liam Finn's kick has put Featherstone inside their opponent's half, and here they come with a drive from Haley. One tackle gone. 5 to come. This is Kay looking to his left, and it goes to Matty Dale. Dale dropping it back on the inside again, looking for his runners out there. Worthington it was. Kay up. Back on the inside for Maloney again with a drive here. They are picking up very good ground here. Good yards. And they still have plenty of tackles in the bag as well. Finn now carries it. Across it goes to Kane. Kane coming from deep. What a tackle that was. Terrific. Terrific stuff. Haley out of dummy half. Finn once more. Running into trouble goes Kay. Held up just short. That's the 5th. Here's the last. Finn having a good look around him. Gives it short and flat. It's a muscular effort by Haley. Well, it's still going, but it's been lost. And Halifax come up with it. Fieldhouse, I think it has possession. And again, Halifax survive here.
I tell you what Halifax are doing really well, Dave. They're handling the spread plays of Featherstone, which means the plays out the back. When we see players passing out the back, they're nominating and moving on really, really quickly and getting numbers to the tackle, which is just frustrating Featherstone at the moment.
Well, Featherstone started this game as favourites, and they're playing pretty well, but boy, has Halifax's defence really fronted up here.
Big time. Big time.
They got the early strike. And they've had to defend an awful lot ever since.
Wait, go.
Tough old contest.
Oh, well. I thought there was a bit of handbags getting swung about there.
Hender's playing wicket-keeper there. He's expecting the offload from Sam Barlow. Whoa, 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 don't give me it.
3, move. Wait, go.
And this blindside it's brought. Little twist by Manning. Can't get out of it. Retty's waiting at dummy half. Penkovic shuffling it along the line. Here's Ashall now. Trying to get it on free. See if he can offload. He can, but he's lost it. Oh, and Penkovic nipping in, but it was a knock on.
Where's the knock on? Help me, Dave. Where was the knock on there?
Well, Ashall taking it in here. Did it go forwards or backwards? That's a question. Well, that went forwards. That was a right decision.
Maybe.
Not maybe. It was the right decision.
I'm with you, Dave.
Yeah, it was the right decision.
Right decision.
All right.
He was facing backwards with the ball propelled forward.
I'll maybe apologise at half-time.
Here comes Worthington for Featherstone. Just short of the half. Saxton's eager for some more work here as well. Tommy Saxton, familiar name, of course. Castleford, Hull, Wakefield, Salford. So many teams he's played for, and is a tough customer as well. He's not keen with that tackle. The referee says play.
Geez,
okay,
Penkovic.
What was Penkovic doing? Coming flying out of the line like that.
I'm loving this. This is what it's about, boys. It's flying out the line. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, come on. That's probably the most legitimate of all of them.
I was going to say. Oh, here we go. It's getting tasty now, boys.
Around the chops of Michael Haley. The referee's got some calming to do here.
Oh,
Jamie Lee.
I'm with you there, Brian. I don't think there was nothing in that.
I think
that's a soft penalty.
I reckon he's had a call from the touchy on the
previous
few beforehand. There's been a few flying around here. Need to get a grip of this, sir.
I beg to differ, boys. I think Penkovic's arm was a little high here.
Yeah, possibly, but
well, Sam Barlow's was there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Featherstone have the penalty, and here they go. 6 for him here. They'll be desperate to break this brick wall of a defence that Halifax have been putting up so far. Just to give themselves a little bit of self-belief. Are we going to be thwarted all afternoon is the question they're asking at the moment.
Got him.
Here they come through the middle, but again the defence recovers its poise. Release, says the referee. Kane at dummy half. Throws it out to Finn. Finn with a little sidestep. Oh, has he reached? Has he reached? The defenders were there, 2 of them. But the suggestion here is that Liam Finn has reached across and touched this ball down. The referee, again, wants video evidence to make absolutely sure. So, Ian Smith, it's your call.
Does he keep possession? That's what we're looking for. He's still got it. Just jog that back slowly, please. Starts to lose it from his right hand, but his left hand comes on. Right, just go really slow forward on this one now, please. So he starts to lose it. Keep going at this pace. So he's still got it in his arm. His other arm comes down. So as long as that goes on the line, that's a try. Have you got another angle just to prove that it's on the line? Because I'm happy that it's not a knock-on. If you haven't, then I'm going to go with the try on that evidence. Have you anything else? So it's not a knock-on. So is this the best one we've got? Right, we'll just go with this one. Just show this one again, please. I'm pretty sure he's got this on the line. It's definitely not a knock-on, so we can just run through this. Not lost it. His other arm comes through, regathers it. There's a line under his arm there. Yeah, I'm going to order a try on that one. Jamie, that's a try.
It's taken them 25 minutes to finally pierce a hole through the wall that was the Halifax defence, but Liam Finn has found a way through, and Featherstone have their first score of the game.
And that's the improvement in Liam Finn's game, isn't it? He's got the ability now to take the line on and be a threat, because Halifax are really firing off their line. Lee Patterson will be disappointed he didn't stop that play. But give full credit to Liam Finn, who took the line on and made the play happen.
It's a conversion attempt that would bring the scores back level again if it goes over. It is a breezy day. I'm not sure if the sticks aren't just waggling a little in the wind here at Blackpool, but he'll try and not put that off, and over it goes. Terrific strike, try and goal. It's Featherstone 6, Halifax 6.
Yeah, nice play here from Finn out the back, obviously. I think they had the numbers out there. There was a bit of a spacing issue there. The smart play from Finn was he ran into space. He saw their space that opened. He got there. Obviously, Patterson just got the outside of it there. Couldn't get himself back there to get square on to make the tackle. And a nice finish there from Liam Finn. But really now, it's a real big test over Halifax. They've got to be good defensively this set of 6, force Featherstone to kick, not give away a cheap penalty, because they've defended their goal line admirably this first half. They should take a lot of confidence from that.
But you know what? I think they're authors of their own downfall. I think they've become a bit distracted the last couple of sets. Instead of trying to whack people like they obviously have, they need to go back to that hit and stick and that solid element of defence they had in the first 20 minutes.
Finn to this right-hand side, into the arms of Sam Smeaton. Tackle on the halfway line. Good smart pick up here by Andy Kane as well to get them moving. Hartman, the fullback, is up in the line. Oh, and it's juggled in the air. It'll be another 6, unless it goes into Halifax hands, which it has. Craig Ashall gets it back. Desperate stuff by Halifax. Now he's lost it. Knock on. He's going to go against Featherstone though. And it's head and feet Halifax.
Well, there's a bit of patter cake there, wasn't there? Is it Ashall that comes up? Yeah, Craig Ashall comes up with the ball, and then he's saying that Hardman, I think, pushed it forward.
So Halifax get a bit of light relief here. The blue and white hoops can take it inside their opponent's half. And at the very least have 6 tackles with the ball in their hand and just relieve a bit of the pressure that had been growing and has been pretty constant on their line. Ashall, quick play, Penkovic, off he goes. This is what he does best. Sean Penkovic running to that right-hand side.
Just need a little bit more pushing in there, I think, on that play. They were a little bit behind the 8 ball. They missed the kick there.
What they've got to do what Endo's alluding to there is what they've got to do, great offload from Barlow again. What they've got to do when Penkovic jumps, when he runs some dummy half on the front foot, they've got to have a lot of blue and white shirts, Halifax hoops white shirts, running to hit the holes that he creates for a short pass.
Here's Walensee taking a bit of pressure off his forwards by just having a go himself, the winger. Penkovic has to be a little bit patient. Now it comes on, and Hanforth puts the kick through. It's a smart take, though, by Briscoe, but look how many are swarming around him. He is held, so the play the ball will be from here. This is Hartman. Looking to run it away. He's looking for a bit of width here. Lockwood. Is he knocked on? It is a penalty, in fact. Penalty. The referee had a look at his touch judge on the far side and has given the penalty Featherstone's way.
You know that element of distraction I was talking about? It shows up here, you know. There's no need to play at the ball. They stole the ball there, and it was 3rd tackle. They're in their own 20, and now they're giving Featherstone free field position.
Looking to move back inside their opponent's half. Lockwood.
Oh, good shot, wasn't it? Robinson, wasn't it?
This is Finn. A little bit of adventure provided here by Worthington. Coming across to this right-hand side, threatening to make a little bit of a burst. Now they take it forward again through Spears, the real hard man of the second row. Up to his feet, Kane. Into the hands of Michael Haley. Across it goes to Finn. Finn with a quick pass away to Dale. Dale's held up, but look how close they are now.
They're playing the short side if they're quick.
It is going to go short. It's not going to go too far short. Kane himself tried to have a go. That was a 5th. So here comes the last play of this set. What's it going to be? Finn puts the kick. It's not that high. Briscoe's looking to get in there and chase. Retty under no real pressure with the catch. Well, he's not held, the referee says, but no, he is. And he's in the field of play.
See, that's a penalty. I don't care what anybody says. That's a penalty.
What a waste of a position that was for Featherstone. Well, they were all on the blocks there, the defensive line. Here's the kick, but they were all on the defensive line blocks to come pummelling out.
Yeah, I don't think the chase really complemented the kick well enough. I think, you know, there could be an argument that the kick wasn't as high as it should have gone, but I think the kick chase, probably just standing off a little bit, maybe waiting for him to catch and pummel him, but they just didn't react quick enough there. And a poor result there from Briscoe, giving away the penalty.
It's a lovely little offload to Ryan Fieldhouse.
It's Barlow again. He's made a difference when he's come on, hasn't he? Certainly offensively.
Penkovic, just on the 9 minutes of this first half remaining.
Another small unit's joined the field.
The man they love to boo, Michaeli Azu.
That's a penalty. Get out of the way.
Back towards Manning. Three tackles gone, 3 to go. Halifax. A rare spell in the later stages of this first half, inside their opponent's half, with ball in hand. Ambler, the latest to drive. Here's Penkovic down this blind side, 3 waiting for him, including Manning, who's halfway through, gets the offload away, desperately Tyler gets it on against a Retty. Retty now, oh, they've lost it in their desperation to keep it alive. It has gone backwards, so they keep possession. Play on, says the referee. Here comes the last. Thackeray now with the responsibility. The kick looks a good one. How good's the chase? Knocked down and knocked back. Michaeli is trying to get in there.
That's a knock on by Featherstone, wasn't it?
I thought it come off Saxon as well, Brian.
Bostock, I think, who picked it up in the end. And Featherstone get away with it. And he's still going. Here's Briscoe.
Good game, this.
Spears. Forward.
Why do we laugh when they nearly kill each other?
It's brilliant.
Finn. A little step by him, but an eager shoulder awaiting to make the contact, to make sure he was going no further. Little spin away. It's timed by the number 14 Lockwood, who's to his feet and plays it. Back he comes to Liam Finn. Finn puts the kick high and steepling again. Fieldhouse is underneath this. Pressure on him in terms of the noise from the crowd, but not from the chasers.
Good catch. He had a lot of protection there as well. The Halifax defenders did well, giving him some escort, some players around him so he can catch the ball freely.
Touch his on, high shot, I think.
Yep.
And Retty just making sure the referee knows it was a high shot.
Dominic Maloney's whacked him round the melon here.
So. Yeah.
He wasn't malicious. He certainly cocked him round the top of the head.
So penalty for Halifax will just relieve a little bit of the pressure again here.
Real arm wrestle, isn't it, Brian?
Great. I reckon at some stage, certainly in this second half, we're going to find some engines collapse, leaking a little bit of diesel and a bit of engine oil, and we'll see some more space in and around. He'll be in the best place to take advantage of that.
It'll make a mess of the pitch, won't it? So nicely marked out as well. Yeah. Penkovic with the tap. Here comes Michaeli Azu. Papua New Guinea international of old, of course. Forward by Ambler. 2 gone. Penkovic is the man at dummy half. Hand forth. That's the third, and another penalty. A little bit of afters after the tackle. Alex Stewart Dickens feels he's not finished his conversation just yet either. With a smack in the chops. There's a kick in the teeth from Featherstone's point of view, because a penalty will put them under pressure here.
This is what lets Barlow down at times. You know, he gets rattled a bit too easy, and you can see Hanford having a chat with him as well, just saying, calm down, Sam, we've got the penalty. No need to be doing anything silly. You get yourself in sin bid or anything like that. And he adds a lot to the Halifax going forward and attack. And sometimes it can be his own worst enemies. He gets rattled.
This is it. This is the moment that has given this penalty.
Going down. think the referee did really well there, having a word with both players.
Well, he's calmed it all down, hasn't he? But here comes a storm, because Halifax now have 6 tackles to really hammer this Featherstone line. Oh, Michaeliazou, like a steam train running into that Featherstone line. Penkovic wants it played quickly. Here he comes. Here comes another blast forward. This time by Barlow. Still spinning away. Sam Barlow is a handful. Penkovic loiters at dummy half. Wants to have a go himself here, but always unlikely scorer from that position, given the way the defence had lined itself up. It's now his handful. Back on the inside to Barlow. Barlow puts his head down. It's another try. Put that down to sheer determination from Sam Barlow. He might have the footwork, but boy, does he have the muscle as well. Halifax have the lead.
Oh, Sam Barlow, he's a character, isn't he, in this division? But I'll tell you something, that's just pure determination. There's nothing more other to say than that. It wasn't a great pass from Ambler, who had to jump in at acting half because Penkovic was tackled previous to that play. Simple inside ball there, that number's there. But Hardman and Maloney just failed to deal with the strength and determination of Sam Barlow. And fantastic effort from the big man. And as Brian's pointed out in the call, he's really added something since coming off the bench with his go forward on an offensive point of view. Good late feet, good strong carries, good offloads. And there's probably nothing more than a deserved try for him there, Brian.
Do you know what, that's just a set-up play, what we call a set. Get me back to the middle, and then we'll put a really clever play on because we're half-backs. And Sam Barlow thought, I don't care what you think I am, I'm going to score. I'm Route 1 today. I'm going over the top of these 2 blokes and ring my mum afterwards and say, I've got to try mum.
He nearly signed for Kingston Rovers last year, didn't he? Very close to signing.
He did.
And Carl Harrison said, don't sign before I've had a word with you. And he talked him into staying at Halifax. He said, I'll make you a better player. And I suggest that just this moment he feels he made exactly the right decision. So here is the conversion attempt from Tyra. His 3rd kick attempt of the afternoon, his 2nd success. Halifax back in the lead by 12 points to 6. And it's Sam Barlow, the man of the moment.
Boom.
They'll be disappointed there, Featherstone, with that. You know, Ian Hardman and Maloney both are there. He had no right to score the try, Barlow, but, you know, like you say, just the effort, determination and attitude from him gets him over. But they'll be disappointed with that defensive effort there, Featherstone. And it was off the back of giving a couple of penalties away as well. Just put him under that pressure.
Finn with a kick. You know you've got a good game on your hands when we've only seen 3 tries in 40 minutes and you just feel it's been an absolute classic. And Michaeliazou just summing up the spirit of the half.
He has no self-preservation whatsoever.
He's hurt himself though, Brian. He's hobbling.
Yeah, he'll get good.
Shake that off before half-time, won't he?
Great footwork again from Barlow.
Penkovic on the back of it, looking to make something of it. 2 big props like that.
Go with him. Go with him.
Creating the gaps.
Hit home.
Now he can move it. Out it goes to that right-hand side. Taken on by Robinson out there. He's going to make the halfway line, but no further. So Halifax looking to mount the pressure again here. At the very least, get inside their opponent's half for a decent end here. To this 6. That was a 5th. Here comes the last. Where's the kick going? Out of dummy half. Penkovic, it's taken deflection. It wasn't played at. It's still the 6th tackle, so they still keep it alive. Here's Fieldhouse. He knows that he's going to go down with the ball in his hands and that it will be a handover. Bit of a rush of blood. Featherstone have it back.
He obviously didn't realise up to that point it was a good set. They got well over the halfway. And they're at their best, Halifax, aren't they? When they get their forwards on the front foot there, find their fronts, get the quick play ball. Penkovic jumping out. Still a couple of times, though, I think they've just missed the kick when he's got out. They just need to push and react a little bit quicker. They're certainly at their best when he's getting out of dummy half and probing.
They're a running team, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Spears will drive. Featherstone looking to create something again here through Andy Kay. Not much going. So Liam Finn, the Irish international, the general of this side, moving in and helping it on its way to Don Maloney. Still a couple left. Kane at acting half. Finn, the undoubted go-to man, puts it back behind the line. Worthington again across to his right-hand side. Here comes Smeaton. Smeaton looking for an angle, looking for a gap. finding only willing defenders in blue and white, and down he goes. Quick play the ball here is required. Kane now runs it.
Great
what
play.
a tackle. Terrific from
What a
Manning.
defensive play.
Like a heat-seeking
Manning
missile.
again, was it?
Across the line to make that
Fantastic.
tackle.
Had to be made as well, had to be made.
Didn't it just?
Because there was space out there on the left-hand side. He was looking for someone to run into holes. There was Andy Kane, but fantastic defensive
That was
play.
like a quarterback being sacked.
Yes.
NFL, wasn't it?
Good analogy, that. Good analogy. Dave Manning.
It's like a second row being tackled, wasn't it?
If we're being honest here, Dave Manning, he's done a great job on Andy Kane when he was playing on the left. Now he's moved to hooker, and maybe it was his job that Carl Harrison, that was his assignment. You stop him at all times today.
No, Carl Harrison just made it up today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. Play what you see, boys.
Driven in by Ambler. Halifax will be keen to hold on here. They've only got a couple of tackles to come after this, I would have thought, because time is running out in this first half. 13 seconds or so. So they will not want to give anything up, and they won't need to, because they've got a penalty here.
That's another one on the chin.
Is that a reflection of the frustration that is getting into this Featherstone side here now?
No, that's a reflection of how good a big man's feet. You see the left foot step and the jink, that just off-puts the defenders so much, so then you begin to stretch and you hit targets that you shouldn't want to be hitting.
Last play.
I wished Hendo had answered that, because he was actually agreeing with me.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he nodded his head. Here comes a kick. It's going to go out of play, is it? Oh, Hardman's underneath this. It's an attacking end to the half. Hardman catches it. He knows the tackle is made. The hooter having already sounded, but the whistle will blow. It is the end of an absolutely breathtaking first half here. We've only seen 3 tries, but they've been of high quality. We see some absolutely thunderous defence from both sides. Everybody on their feet in acclaim of both sides at the end of the half. We've got another 40 minutes of this to look forward to. Wow. The Northern Rail final is living up to billing. We're back after this break. (12-6) Halifax lead. This Northern Rail final here on Premier Sport. It has been a cracker so far today, and we're expecting nothing less in this second half as well. Liam Finn, the man who's scored all Featherstone's points so far this afternoon, is the man who's going to get this second half underway. Jamie Lee, the referee, and just when they're ready, the ball falls off the tee. Wouldn't you know it?
I think as well, Darryl Powell said he didn't think they played particularly well first half. I don't agree with that. I think Halifax haven't allowed them to play, and I think one thing that's improved is their edge defence was fantastic first half, especially left edge.
Liam Finn puts it downfield. By the way, a little bit of a landmark pass today when Liam Finn scored his try. It's his 100 points in this competition this season. 102 he's got now in total. Far and away the top scorer in the Northern Rail Cup this year in all the rounds. As Halifax bring it downfield. Their second appearance in a Northern Rail final. Lost to Lee last year, of course. Quite a few of these players will still have bitter memories of that afternoon, hoping to right that wrong as it's kicked downfield by Hanforth. It bounces, it's an awkward one. I think Briscoe might have got a hand to that, so desperately important he kept it in the field of play. He does. And Featherstone start from here.
Good start from Halifax. 4 positive, real good carries, and then a great kick from Hanforth into the right-hand corner of the Featherstone team.
Well, if they were looking for a good start in both halves, they've had it, haven't they? This is the kick. I think it was a 40-20, wasn't it? So it was important that Briscoe tried to keep it in play, and he did. And meanwhile, here's Saxton.
Strong ball, Saxton.
Gets it away to Andy Kane. Kane put down. Liam Finn. His 250th career appearance today, Liam Finn. What a landmark, and what a stage to do it on. Back it comes. Kick high again from Finn. Steepler. Warrancy underneath it, safe enough, and he'll have a go on the outside maybe. But almost away. I thought he was away then for a moment. Bostock just about hung on. So Halifax with a big man looking to bring it down the middle again to clear their lines. The whole place has just taken a bit of a dip, hasn't it? Just taken a bit of a deep breather at the start of this second half. But there's Michele Azu to knock the wind out of your sails.
Knock on.
Oh dear, oh dear. So the mistake by the Papua New Guinean international, and Featherstone have the head and feed less than 35 metres away.
You could see what he was trying to do there as well. He was trying to get that quick play the ball for his team, but just didn't execute the play. The ball was as it has to be done. And it's unfortunate there because both sides have had a good opening set to the half. And now obviously Featherstone with a fantastic opportunity as they go through Worthington.
Worthington put down 20 metres out. Here's Kane at acting half this time. Back on the inside, and Spears hammering it forward. Edging their way closer and closer again. Kane once more now. Willing runners all the time, including Maloney. Maloney just put down. Real pressure in the early moments on this Halifax line. Finn now once more. Drops it back on the inside for Matty Dale. Dale with the offload. Hardman looking to run around this Halifax defensive. He can't go through the middle of it, and he can't run around the edge of it either. Over it goes, snapping him shut. Worthington just going to be held up. But look how close he is. But this is the last now. Oh, little flick between the legs. Has he got that down? How cheeky was that try?
Milky play.
Absolutely inspirational stuff. And Featherstone, in the most improbable of circumstances, have got the score. What about that one, fellas?
Oh, silky play there. I think it might, I don't know who got it to dummy half. It was Finn that got it to dummy half, and it was a bit of a no-look flick pass out to Smith. Oh, it's Andy Kane.
It's a soft try.
It is a soft one.
It's a soft try. Tyra needs to do better than that. He needs to catch him. All he's done is go off to Smeaton on the line there, and 5 great defensive plays from Halifax, and to be shot with that one, the little one on the short side, the flick. Oh, but he didn't look and didn't flick. That's your job. You're one-on-one down there. That's your job. You just have not get hold of the man and lift him up. And Halifax coach will be furious with that one.
Liam Finn to bring it level again here. 12-10 the score. This, by the way, if he scores, it would be his 40th goal in the Northern Rail Cup this year, but he has put it wide. He'll have to wait for that particular little landmark a while or two, if it's to come. But 12 points to 10, Halifax lead. But Featherstone have what they want at the start of this second half.
I mean, don't take anything away from Smeaton. He gets really low. His good body position is good. Anything you can ask of the attacker here, he does. But you know, Tyra and Retty need to do better there for me.
I agree, Brian, and as well. But how important was it for Featherstone to get the scoreboard early? You know, get themselves back into this game, because they were slowly starting to drift away. Another scoreline was close, but I just felt Halifax was just starting to get on top. And it is a shame because they defended their goal line so well in this game so far. Halifax disappointed with that one.
Well, it took them 25 minutes for Featherstone to burst through in the first half, didn't it? And they held out manfully and heroically at times. But they have been beaten in the early stages of this second half. So all heart to Featherstone at the moment as Dickens drives it in on the third. Left it comes. Here's Lockwood. He's had some great cup experience this year against Casford and Wigan, where he looked outstanding in both those games against higher level opposition. Finn with a kick. Warrantsey thought about catching it on the fall, and he might regret this, but it does roll out of play.
Still like him to catch that on the fall. I guess he does get himself 20 metres. Would you take the risk, Endo?
No, I wouldn't want to take it, yeah. You encourage your players to take the football on the fall if you're in the position to do it.
To his feet gets Manning. Out of dummy half goes Retty, the Jamaican international. He's just agreed a new 12-month deal here with Halifax's Wayne Retty.
It's a good carry from Ambler. Let him up.
Off they go again. Mikeliazu, just a little juggle there, but didn't slow him down. He's still at full flight when he hit the Featherstone defensive line. 10 metres inside that Featherstone half. Up goes the kick. Hardman's underneath it. Into the shadows. Catches it in the field of play. So work to do here to escape his goal line, but a good chase. Good chase by Thackeray to pull him down that close. So Featherstone with the work to do from inside their own 10 metres. Tackle 2 sees them no further than that. 4 defenders in there. Here's Saxton. We've seen him do an awful lot of this in this game, haven't we? Tommy Saxton running from dummy half. Not so much a run as a couple of pushes, and down he goes on that occasion.
He likes a handoff, doesn't he? Didn't go anywhere, but he loves a handoff.
On it goes by Lockwood. It's back to Finn. Across the line. Smeaton. Try scorer just a short while ago.
You have to say that in the main, Halifax have handled the shift plays either pass from right to left, etc. really well, and that's great kick pressure.
Real good pressure, wasn't it, on Finn? which means the kick is no better than that, which means the return takes them here. 40 metres out from their own line, Halifax.
It's a massive play, that. Kick pressure, massive play.
Yeah.
Great, wasn't he? Because he came from a long, long way as well, from about 30 metres.
You know, and that's what you like to see as a coach as well, don't you, Brian? Players front-loading their energy, making that effort on last play to get out there and do something to help the back three. Good play there from Penkovic.
Halifax coming again. There have been a couple of times in this game when Featherstone have scored, and you just wonder what it's going to do to the tempo of the game. And what it has done on each occasion has brought out a reaction from Halifax. They're digging deep and they're going deep inside their opponent's half. There's a kick from Hanford. That's a good kick. Hardman's got some work on here just to catch the ball and keep it safe and concede another dropout underneath the sticks.
Great set. Great kick from Hanford.
On the money, that one, wasn't it?
Yep.
On the money.
He copped one for his trouble as well. Somebody belted him in the ribs.
But again, it was complemented by a great kick chase, you know. So, you know, the players were in the position to get there. It was a great kick. He dissected the fullback and the winger. The kick chase were there to make sure they finished the play off and reward their side with an opportunity and good field position now.
Standard kick downfield. Here comes Sean Hesketh. Won this competition with Batley, with Carl Harrison a couple of years ago. Plays it, gets on with it. Taken in by Dane Manning. Another ex-Batley lad, isn't he? Carl brought 1 or 2 when he switched clubs. Penkovic. Very much a Halifax still walking away to Retty. Retty down that left-hand side.
I thought he was in.
So do I.
Very nearly. Penkovic. Back to the middle of Thackeray. Long ball for Hanford. They've gone from left down to the middle. Here comes Gannon with a drive. Trying to get the arm free, can't do so. So he'll have to play it. Gets up and play it. Hanford now. This is Thackeray again. Thackeray with a pass to Adam Robinson. Another ex-Batley lad. They seem to be cropping up all over the field. Here's Thackeray again now. Hanford went for the kick, thought about the kick, and put the pass in. Gannon's caught in possession on the 6th. It will be the handover. Featherstone survived that pressure on their line. That's a good moment for that Featherstone defence, isn't it?
You know what, it's not the worst play either. It's not the worst play either. I know some people would argue that, well, you better put it in behind and go and try and get a repeat set, but it's not the worst play. They're having them 1 metre off their own line. Yeah, you can really bar up and get stuck into them defensively, as we see the Halifax side are doing now.
Well, the key now for Halifax is not to be caught offside, isn't it?
Keep the discipline. You're right, Dave. Keep the discipline and make Featherstone kick again and force them into plays like that.
Well, that kind of thing helps.
You've got to make your tackles.
Worthington doing the best of a bad job. Kane out from dummy half. That's 4. They've only made the 20-metre mark and they're already on tackle 4. Worthington again tackles off the ground, passes off the ground rather. Featherstone desperate, move it to this left-hand side. Here's Ashall. Now it comes to Gannon on the left wing.
Big boy.
He's not going to go 50 yards, is he?
What's he doing there?
Having a breather, I think. Suddenly the ball followed him. Great pressure. Penkovic running through, not a bad kick, but it's caught on the full by Fieldhouse. This gives him an extra yard or 2 to get into his stride.
Penkovic again on the kick pressure was impressive, wasn't he? He really, really is trying to give it to Finn in the right way.
Here's Warrancy. Penkovic, by the way, is only just back behind the ball. He took ages to stop. He flew through at such speed.
Not resisted the temptation to go away from the running game, have the Halifax. Still probing in around the middle with these big blokes.
Izu. Hesker. That's the 5th. Here comes the last. Thackeray. Little chip to his right-hand side. It rolls away. Has it gone behind the red ball line? It has.
It's a real tough period now for Featherstone. This, you know, they've been under a bit of pressure from the Halifax defence, and we see again, you know, they just look a little bit rattled, don't they? They're lacking runners, they're lacking a bit of direction. They've got to get through. They've got to weather this and get through this.
So that right-hand side and Spears.
3, move, hold the line, Sean.
This is Kane. Dickens, left it comes now. Inside goes Lockwood. Lockwood almost through.
Hold it tight.
So it moves left again. It's Bostock who's chasing this on that left-hand side. He's still out there, the big fella, isn't he? Oh, and a lovely little slight of foot by Fieldhouse in the first instance.
That's a big play.
Massive.
That's a big play, because I think Fieldhouse should have tried to either field the ball straight away and get out of the field. He's taking the risk that it's going to go dead, this play. And would it have gone dead? Would it have gone dead? Would it have gone dead? That's a big play from Featherstone. In the scheme of things, you know, 13, 14 minutes into this second half, it's a great result from Featherstone, because you have to say that they've been looking a little bit disjointed in and around the ruck and throwing the balls on the floor and not passing balls down, which is a sign of a little bit of sign of tiredness and a lack of communication. And to get that result for themselves is terrific.
There's a big kick. Hardman's catching it on the full. So here comes Dickens, working up a bit of momentum, picking his spot, running into the shoulder of Dane Manning.
Give me a step. Wait.
30 metres away. 5 tackles to come. Maloney. Don't forget, Featherstone are down to the 16 fit players, because Michael Haley with the injury in the first half that has ruled him out for the rest of the game. So they'll have to be cautious with their rotations as Finn takes it in and gets a good offload away again. Here's Matty Dale. Dale! Well, the Featherstone fans at the other end thought that was a try. They went up in celebration, but he's short by a foot. So back it comes. Here's Finn. Finn now. Out to Worthington. Along the line. Smeaton did well to take it in under heavy pressure from the defender. Picked up by Worthington. Almost slugging away from one. Then the other tries to get the pass away. Has given it away. And Halifax have it back.
And that's about Halifax and their determination today. And that doesn't look like Featherstone, does it? And now they get a penalty.
No, they're rattled, Brian, they're rattled, you know. And they come off a great defensive play from Thackeray. Then he makes the effort to get out and chop Worthington, which makes him panic, and he flicks it out the back door, obviously into a waiting Halifax defender. And now they get a penalty off the back of that as well. So certainly, as you said, you know, they're looking a little bit disjointed, they're looking a little bit disorganised. And for me, they're looking rattled. And the longer this game goes on, and the way Halifax keep going with this momentum, they can see this through.
You have to go back to May the 6th, the last time Featherstone were beaten. 11 games since then. That run has included a 24 points to 4 win at Halifax on the 28th of June. But on May the 6th, the team that beat them was Halifax. And they're the side that are beating them again here just by 2. But having taken it inside their opponent's half, those in blue and white have knocked on. It'll be Featherstone's head and feet.
Great defensive read there from Jack Briscoe. He had to close the play there, and the man overlap. If he doesn't come in and close that play, then it gives Halifax an opportunity for a 2v1 situation. But great decision from Briscoe to come in there and close the play and force the error. Disappointment there for Halifax coach Carl Harrison. Another fantastic opportunity gone begging there for them.
You know, it's easy for us to sit up here, Dave, and talk about patience, and the emotions are running so high, and Penkovic can see a pass play there when maybe it might be better just grinding away down the middle and finding some better field position. But who are we to say?
No, but then on the flip side, if it comes off, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's nothing in it, is there?
No.
2 points. I mean, that is absolutely nothing in a game like this. Here's Maloney. Okay. Standing and waiting at dummy half. Left it comes again to Finn. Finn looking to delay the pass into the hands of Matty Dale, who's met well in a crunching collision with a couple of Halifax defenders. Kay picks up again. They're going to have another hard blast down the middle, this time by Don Maloney. Maloney put down on the 5th. Kay. This now is Kane putting it high. Up go the arms. Where's this coming down? It's still alive. The referee, I think, was tempted to say back to 1.
What's he given there?
I think he's given head and feet to Featherstone, knock on off Halifax.
Too many knock-ons to allow play on. But the next best thing from Featherstone's point of view. Desperately trying to get up there. Everybody, weren't they? They know how key this is. Well, the knock-on into the Featherstone player. Here now comes Kane. Kane putting on to Hartman, the fullback, into the line again, as he loves to do. The former St Helens man and Hull Kingston Rovers and witness. He's been all over the place. This now is a step and a drive by Lockwood. Up comes Kay. Spinning it away. Finn across the line to Kane. Kane looking to do it himself.
Well closed down again.
Clamping him down. So Ben Kay stands and waits at dummy half. Back he comes to Liam Finn. Finn now with a short flat pass. Maloney trying to urge himself through. Halifax defenders hanging on. It's grim defence again here. Back now to Kane. Kane drops it off. It's Bostock with a surge. He's put down.
They're just turning up for each other, aren't they, the Halifax side?
5 survive. What about the 6? The kick from Kay. Pings
Well done,
around, dropped out deep by Retting. And Halifax have it back again.
Just, you know, at times you think there's space there, and you think, oh, they're going to unlock them here. But they just somehow they just get numbers and bodies closing from the inside, shutting the gate and just stopping the play and closing it down. And it's gallant and brave defending on their goal line, Halifax. Fantastic that is keeping them in front of this game.
We love to see the try scored, but we love to see them stopped when it's as good as this. This is a 40-20, well, it's not a 40-20 because it's going nowhere near the touchline, but it's a very good kick. It's been inside the 20 and Hartman picks up.
It's not a bad chase if he makes the tackle.
Just about enough.
Let's see how quickly Featherstone get back on side here.
There are still about 6 of them not behind the ball. They will all be behind the ball when it's played this time by Briscoe.
I'll tell you something about Liam Finn today, guys. He's never got off his backside as much in the last 10 weeks as he's had to do today. Every time he's made a pass play, they put him on his backside, so he's had to get up. He's been still tough, he's still in there.
This is Dickens, talking about tough ones. 30-odd years of age, isn't he, Stuart Dickens? Kay. Little duck and a weave by him, and he's making a bit of impact here as well, recovering Halifax defence, eventually putting down. There's a Halifax man down. Not sure who it is, but here comes the kick on the last tackle, put up by Finn. Oh, and again, there's a little bit of confusion, but Fieldhouse was absolutely certain he was going to make it his. I think they might stop this because the Halifax player looks in a bad way at the moment. Well, the referee's allowing play on. I don't think he's aware of what's happening, and eventually, and what Warranty would claim that he was making the break there, but the referee blowing the whistle to stop it because of this injury.
That's probably... No, I think it's...
No, I don't think he realises, yeah, it's a penalty. He said Mark is not square.
Ah, right.
It's one of them ones, isn't it, that play? It annoys you sometimes, doesn't it? Because sometimes you think, oh, why don't you play on there? Because it was an opportunity. We're looking back now to the injury sustained by Sean Hesketh, I think it is. It's down.
I think he's landed on his head as he's gone down.
He's a prop forward, so it won't hurt too much, will it?
Oh. Yeah, knee on his head, did you see?
Yep.
They're hard, those knees, Dave.
A little boot in the face as well.
Yeah. So just with the knee in the head, it was a boot in the face.
He's okay of sorts. He's going to walk off himself at least, which will be a relief to those who might have had the duties of carrying him off, because he is a big lad, isn't he, Sean Hesketh?
Made on behalf of Warranty had gone through or not on that penalty, or whether it was the referee's whistle that stopped the Featherstone defence and make him go through.
They're just taking their time here, just going to get a bit of breath back. They're just waiting for Hesketh to leave the field.
Still all to play for. 20 minutes to go, boys. Still all to play for.
Okay. Let me just get clock back on and then go through all the signal and text people come down. Clock on.
So Hesketh away. I'm sure we'll see him again before the game is out. It's a tough old battle, just a one try in this second half, and we've had very nearly 20 minutes of it. It remains Halifax in the lead by 12 points to 10, and it remains as tough a game as you're likely to see all season. Both sides are giving it absolutely everything. It was Gannon. Here comes Thackeray, puts it on the inside for the drive of Ambler. Pinkovic. Thackeray again. Taken on. Ambler. Pinkovic on the 6, so it's an untidy play the ball.
It's got to be a penalty.
Well, the referee's not giving anything. Pinkovic is trying to make something of it. It was very delayed, and he has done. Manning now looks on the inside. This is still the 6th tackle. No. Oh, it's taken on by Hanford. Hanford trying to get it away.
Was he?
What's the referee giving here?
For me, that's a penalty. For me, that's a penalty for the ruck. I don't mind the referee playing the advantage and see if anything does create happen, as it almost did there. But I think they should award a penalty back there for being in the ruck.
Well, you see it so often given, don't you? It's unfortunate for the defender who's there. There's not much they can do about it, but you're in the way, so...
Yeah, you're in the ruck. Yeah. Anyway.
Wait! Go!
England throws it left. Finn now. Towards his left-hand side, it's moved. Matty Dale's put down.
Go!
Finn up at acting half again. This is Tommy Saxton once more.
3!
Looking for more involvement in a game that's given everything and continues to give here as well. Kay out from dummy half. 40 metres away.
He's caused a bit more trouble in the second half, hasn't he, Kay? He's trying to probe in and around the ruck.
Here they go, tight to the ruck again. High shot by Ashall. Penalty for Featherstone.
What do you do, boys?
Well, that's the question. That is the question, isn't it?
I reckon he'll kick the goal.
Brian Noble just takes a very self-satisfied sip of his coffee, having called it right.
Well, it wasn't such a hard one, was it? You know, I think we took a straw poll of the three of us. 12-10, it's been an arm wrestle. You want parity in the game, so you can probably put a little bit more pressure on Halifax, thinking, oh, no, they're all square again now. We don't have quite that lead. And so I think it's a sensible thing to do.
Yeah, I agree.
And these are part-timers as well, aren't they? These are not the professional players that we see in Super League who are training week in, week out, day in, day out, who have all these systems and routines. A lot of these fellas have got jobs to do, and the level of fitness today has been astronomical.
Well, you wouldn't know the difference between full-time and part-time with today's evidence, would you? It's been as good a fair as we've seen for a long while in rugby.
Liam Finn to put us all square again. It's as if the last 61 minutes hasn't happened if he kicks this, because parity is restored. 12 points apiece. It's the next 19 minutes or so that is going to settle this. Bloomfield Road is witnessing a classic. Halifax 12, Featherstone 12. It's all to play for. And the noise levels are lifting higher and higher with every passing moment.
And who said it wouldn't go to golden point? Brian Noble?
Sticking by that one.
Still a chance.
Kick away by Tyra. Oh, what a kick! What a kick! Misjudged by Hardman, but absolutely inch perfect from Tyra, because it drops and goes out of play. It'll be a drop out underneath the sticks. And their kickoffs have been pretty special one way or another today, haven't they?
Punch and counter punch, isn't it? What a great kickoff from Tyra.
And you know what, as a player, like mentally, you know, you've just got yourself back in, you level up, you think, great, never going to get the football, and you see that, and you think, oh, never got to defend our goal line for our lives. And with a Halifax side that's coming at you.
Oh, look at this, look at this, boys. What a kick and what a chase. Halifax meandering a little.
The bounce was good there for Featherstone. That's what you're big believer. If you can catch the ball on the full, catch it.
Fieldhouse takes it in. Halifax with 2 tackles gone, almost losing it there, Fieldhouse, but kept a hold. Here's Hanforth now, helps it on its way to Jim Gannon. Despite the number 17 on his back, a starting prop. It's going to go right to Robinson.
Good carry.
Terrific carry by Adam Robinson. Penkovic. Taken on by Hanforth. Ashall. Oh, it's a smack in the cheeks.
Your goal now, Hendo. What are you going to do?
You know exactly what I'm going to do.
Woodsy?
It's going to be a kick to goal, hasn't it?
Gotta be. Gotta be. I'll be interested too, fellas, to wonder whether when Sam Ballard's going to be reintroduced this game. We haven't seen him missing. I don't know if he's copped a knock or.
No, he was blowing. He was tired. He needed a rest and done his job. I probably would have had to play it on here.
Would you
rolled the dice, gone for it. 17 minutes to go. I think Featherstone have got a little bit more in their locker. I think it's going to need more than 2 points.
Well, this one to edge them ahead.
Well,
99 times out of 100 when Steve Tyler is practicing his kicking at the Shea, and there's nobody watching and it's all nice and quiet, he sticks this one between the sticks without even thinking about it. He might even do 1 or 2 backheel if he wants it, but this is a Northern Rail Cup final. He's kicking into the face of those Featherstone supporters who are doing their level best to put him off, and he knows how vital this one is. Puts it over as he has. It's 2 points to give his side an edge lead again. 14 points to 12 to Halifax. 64 minutes played. Still no answers to the ultimate question of who's going to win this. But Halifax just creep a little closer to the finishing line. Yeah. But the race ain't done yet.
I think that was the right decision, taking the two. Just edges them back in front of it now with 15 to go, or just under 15 to go. It really puts the pressure on Featherstone now to have to sort of, not necessarily chase the game, but they've got to come up with some big play to get themselves back into it.
Oh, that was a bit of a juggle as well, wasn't it? Just about kept a hold of that. Just, hey! They're still putting it in big.
This is outstanding, boy. How good is this?
I don't know why we laugh when we see those things.
England and Lockwood, the bully boys down the middle.
Hold still, go.
There'll be a few bumps and bruises tomorrow, won't there?
The reason we laugh is because it reminds us of how it should be.
Definitely.
That's what it is.
Cannon, lifted, put down.
Nice shot.
Legs didn't go through the perpendicular. He's just having a look at the referee, saying, wasn't that a penalty? The referee says, nah, get on with it. Pekovic puts a kick high. This is going to bounce, so it makes it awkward. But it's a lucky bounce from Hardman's point of view.
Tell you what, there's a spring in the Halifax chase.
Thackeray was up there quickly. So Featherstone with work to do. Jack Briscoe, weaving and dodging. Worthington. Saxton. Another go from dummy half. 13 minutes left to play. It's blindside they search in the shape of Matty Dale. Here's Kay. Finn shifting the responsibility for the kick onto Andy Kane, who kicks it deep, and Retty, having got a hand to it, needs to make sure it doesn't go out. There's no danger of that, really. Looks up and sees a big chase of pink and black.
Sam Barlow just coming back onto the field now, Dave, with 12 and a half to go.
He's going to go the distance from here, isn't he? Not the distance in terms of the length of the pitch, but the distance in terms of, here he comes. Sorry, rather, this is Dale Manning. The distance in terms of what's left of this game. Warrancy. The winger putting his head where it hurts, as they have to do these days.
He's been quiet today, Warrancy, hasn't he? He hasn't had a lot of dummy half scoots. There's been a lot through the forwards today from Halifax.
It's Ambler. Penkovic. Oh, the kick is not the best. It might produce a very difficult bounce, as it does, and well taken by Greg Worthington in the end. He's lost it. Head and feet for Halifax.
Got a result from the worst kick of the day. Because they chased the kick so hard, he's 9-ironed it out, dummy half. It's bounced well for them. Worthington's had to go for it. They've piled him into the ground and he's dropped the ball.
Very fortunate. Let me hit you with some knowledge, fellas. I got a certain pair of shorts for the week for a kick which was probably very similar to that at training one day. So, yeah, not the best kick there, but they get away with it.
Yeah.
11 minutes to play. Halifax know a try and a goal might just put them beyond touching distance.
They can sniff it, Halifax, can't they?
Here comes Ashall. 2 gone, 4 to go. Are you talking about Hendo's shorts again there?
Yeah.
Manning drives it in. Penkovic switching it back to Hanforth. Hanforth now to Thackeray. Thackeray into the hands of Robinson. Adam Robinson trying to push them away. But 1, 2, then 3 defenders in and pushing him back. Hell, shouts the referee. So they'll have to fall off him. They do. Here comes Hanforth. Ambler setting a platform, but that was the last. The last time they'll drive it in, you would have thought anyway, because that was the 5th. Here comes the 6th. It's Hanforth who puts a little chip over the top. Up they go. It's not backwards, it's not forwards. It's into the hands of Briscoe anyway. Referee says knock on, hand over. Featherstone's ball. 10 minutes to go, boys. Who's going to win it?
I don't know.
Who's going to win
this
it?
Is unreal.
I'll let you into another secret. You both got to choose man of the match from this.
Yeah, tough second to move.
So Featherstone looking to bring it out of trouble. Let's hear from the benches. Lee Greenwood is the assistant coach of Halifax. He's with Natalie.
Well, Lee, Featherstone have managed to level it twice, but a very, very strong defence from you guys today.
Yeah, it's something we needed to work on from last time, so we've kept ourselves in the game now. I think there might be a little twist in this one either way, so it's something we've got to be careful of. There's a lot of nerves jangling on the sideline, but I think the calmest team's going to end up winning this.
Everything we've wanted and expected from a final game though as well. Lee's just a little bit preoccupied, guys, but we'll hand back to you, Dave.
I'm not surprised he's preoccupied. What a game this is, and we've every chance of that little twist, as Lee Greenwood was saying. Finn puts it high, Warrency's underneath. What a catch by Warrency, and he's almost through. Oh, if he got that pass away. Had he got that pass away. But what a catch that was.
Fabulous catch. And nearly was away, wasn't he?
Took it above his head, didn't he? Or level with his head. Or it was the most awkward of angles to make the catch. Just about held on to, otherwise it would have been a try. It would have been the spectacular moment of the game. Penkovic. Tough work in defence, tough work on the floor, and I think he's caught Penkovic as he went down there, but he's going to be okay, Penkovic. Not the same, though, necessarily for Ambler, who did take that knock. Here's Ashall, wants to play it quickly, does play it, one of the quickest played balls. I don't think Penkovic knows it's the last. He was looking for the penalty. Does it go in? Ashall with a drop kick. Craig Ashall with a drop kick has put it over. What about that? What about that? Well, 15 points to 12, just edges it further away from Featherstone. But where did that come from?
Where did that come? Exactly, Ed. I don't know what sort of play that was, but surely there was a penalty there. Like, how offside with the Featherstone line there? Penkovic did the smart thing. He gets out, runs straight at Anthony England, who wraps him up. Luckily enough for Penkovic, he gets an offload away. It gives the opportunity for Ashall to get the drop goal. But surely the referee's got a blood penalty there, Brian.
Well, I thought he should have, but
there wasn't.
He hasn't.
There didn't even seem to be an opportunity for a drop goal there, though, did there?
That was
I think that was one of those Peter K. Havitt moments.
Rush of blood. If he'd had time to think about it, he probably wouldn't have done it, would he?
No.
15-12. It doesn't make an awful lot of difference, really, apart from the fact that if Halifax were to give a penalty away inside their own half, Featherstone now would run it rather than kick it, because they have to score a try. But they possibly would have done that anyway, mind you, as it closes in towards full-time. It gets edgier and edgier. 7.5 minutes to go. Halifax lead, 15-12. Little kick by Hanford. It's offside.
He was offside. He should have left it for Hanford. Hanford was onside.
Well, this is where the drop goal is important, because I think Featherstone might have chosen to kick for goal here had it been all square.
They've got to play on them, they're Featherstone.
This is a massive play. You know, I can see what he's seeing there, Hanford, but just kick the ball downfield and get them coming off their own line. Now you give them an opportunity.
This could be it. This could be one of the big moments of the game, one of the big sets of the game, because Featherstone, if they can score, would in all probability be ahead again. Kay from dummy half. Finn back on the inside for Matty Dale. Squashed down 5 metres away. Kay wants more. Here's Liam Finn. Liam, it's dropped! It's dropped! And a huge cheer of relief from the Halifax supporters. They've messed it up where it matters the most. Darryl Powell is coming down to the sidelines, the Featherstone coach, to be a part of the action.
There's still 7 minutes to go. This is far from over. Far from over.
Defenders in their face.
Yeah. That's as much about Halifax's defence as Featherstone's attack.
Oh, you've got to give credit to Halifax's defence today. They've closed down a lot of Featherstone's attacks. Their edge defence has really improved. They're getting off the line, working together well, especially this right edge. I think the right edge, they had a couple of problems in the first half a couple of times, but the second half they fixed it up, and you've got to give them credit.
So what's the approach here now? Just safety first, isn't it? Solid set, get yourselves downfield.
You can't close the game now. They've still got to get good field position to find a decent kick, Dave. So you just... Featherstone have been really vigorous. They're trying to force an error and get field position.
It's a big hit forward again, isn't it?
He's had a big game, Barlow.
He's bouncing, he wants to get off the ground quickly. He scored a try, of course, which Featherstone's defenders will consider soft, but Barlow will consider one of the tries of the season. That's a good little run and offload by Ambler as well to help Halifax further downfield.
He's got through some work today, Luke Ambler.
He has.
5 to go. In terms of this count, 5 tackles gone. Just under 5 minutes left to play now. Here comes the kick from Handforth.
He's found some
spinning
space,
away. Caught by Briscoe. Run back by Briscoe. Well met by the Halifax defence. And these are the moments where it hurts the most, isn't it? Physically, mentally. Lungs are burning, thighs are burning.
Saxon's going to have a go at the line here.
But everyone's lifting for one final effort because it means so much. Just one big more effort from one side or the other to win it. Worthington from dummy half. Here comes Gresham.
It's a shift play now. They need one more.
2 tackles left in this set. They're just inside the Halifax half. Here comes Finn. Away it goes to Kane. Kane now looking to isolate. On the inside though came the fullback Hartman. Read by the Halifax defence. Finn dummies, then kicks, puts it high.
One of you.
Fieldhouse safe in the field of play. He needs to get it back though, and he has done. So Featherstone will rush hard here. They'll rush hard, but Warrency's found a little bit of purchase. Just a few more yards gained. Another big, surging, urging effort. Not square as Barlow met the defence. Featherstone hearts will drop a little. Halifax are getting closer and closer, but it ain't won yet. 3 minutes to play. Michaeli Azu. Penkovic. Robinson. Penkovic at dummy half. Picks up now, puts it back on the inside. Here comes Ambler. Oh, it's a good offload. Here's Warrency. Warrency now skipping away across the line of that Featherstone defence. Pushes off one defender, goes back for a bit more. Hits it forward as well. Terrific stuff. Terrific stuff. Forward comes Azu. Michaeli Azu. Penkovic again at dummy half here. Picks it up and plays it on. It's Barlow once again. Skids it away. Handful. Out left it goes. Little kick towards the in-goal area by Thackeray. They've won it. Halifax have won it. Tyra dives in. That's the moment. The moment a cup final glory is tasted. Steve Tyra with the try. Halifax will lift the trophy.
So that's play on. Is there a knock-on? Just go back to number 6 here. I think he, when he knocks it back there, does that come off his foot? So let's do that one. Have you got another angle on that one, please? Just give me another angle on that first. Let's go through it in order, please. If you just go back to that. I need to go back to that number 6 there. Does it hit his foot or does he knock on? Keep going back. Right, so go to the offload now. Continue it. So that's off his foot. That's still off his foot. He goes down and he picks it up. Right, play on that. So it's the kick through now, please. Onside, offside. So if you could just pause it on his foot, please. just pause this on his foot. The onside, so go to the grounding. The one in the corner, probably the best one, please. Can't see from that, this one. If you can just slow this down. Just jog that one back, please. Again, just frame by frame. Just make sure there's no separation as he bangs it down. He's got it in his hands. Keep going. And that's his forearm and his hand. And that's a try. Jamie, that's a try.
We call it. Ian Smith confirms it. The video referee just stalled the celebrations, but it was only a stalling of time. 19 points to 12. Carl Harrison knows now his side have won this, surely. What about that for a finish? What about that for a finish?
Brilliant. Hanford did the clever thing, trapped it with his foot, promoted the ball. His partner in crime, Thackeray, pushes the ball through into the corner for Steve Tyra to finish. But again, it was those two big people in it, Barlow and Penkovic in the middle. Batter and wicket keeper, he's batted everything back, and Penkovic has caught everything back and made something of the play. But again, it was Barlow at the middle with the offload that really troubled the Featherstone defence.
Well, the Featherstone fans know it is not going to be their day. Never made this final before. They were hoping that they were not only going to break their duck this afternoon in terms of reaching Blackpool and the Northern Rail final, but that they were going to win the trophy as well. But it's not going to be the case. Tyra puts it over. He's still celebrating. 21 points to 12. They lead, 9 points in it. In the next 50 seconds, Featherstone have to score twice. It simply ain't going to happen. What about the man of the match today? Who's your man of the match, boys?
Well, we deliberated long and hard about Liam Finn was probably for me the best player for Featherstone, but he's going to be on a losing outfit as well as he's played. And I have to say, I think Truck and Trailer, Sam Barlow and Sean Penkovic changed the game for Halifax, and just his involvement for 65 minutes, probing around the ruck, the great kick pressure that he's shown and the fabulous plays on the end of Barlow's carries. Sean Penkovic is the man of the match.
Well, congratulations to Sean Penkovic, and your teammate must have heard that because a pat on the head there in celebration. What a day for him. In the side that lost last year, of course. A lead junior, Halifax, then went to Huddersfield, returned to Halifax 5 years ago. He is very much Mr. Halifax, Sean Penkovic, and he's a winning player as well here. Featherstone are going to have fighting. Smeaton's put down. Halifax's arms reach for the air. The full-time hooter sounds. Carl Harrison has won it again, and Halifax have won it again. They had the heartbreak last year, beaten by Lee. Today it's all about smiles by the seaside. Blackpool is turning blue and white. What a day, but what a game, what a game.
We've witnessed a fabulous game of rugby league. Breathtaking, we're out of breath here because they had so much excitement, so much contact, everything going for this game. And you have to say, I think Halifax are the deserved winners, and on the scheme of things, they were the better team over the 80 minutes.
And it all started at the start, Andrew Henderson. That kickoff set the platform, not for the whole game, but it got them in the right frame of mind.
No, you're right there, Dave, and it was important for Halifax to get to a good start today because, you know, as we know, Featherstone are quite a dominant side when they get control of the game and get the game by the scruff of the neck, but they weren't allowed to do that today. Yeah, and you've got to give Halifax a lot of credit. They probably came in here as slight underdogs today. They certainly would have had the belief that they were capable, as they've had the experience in these big games, you know, but I just think overall, as Brian pointed out, they were the better team today. I felt they go forward, they won that forward battle, and there was a tactic from Carl Harrison. He played a forwards game today because we didn't see much from the back three as we've seen in the past. He relied heavily on those go forwards: Azu, Gannon, Barlow, Ambler, Ashall, Robinson, Manning, going forward, running hard, punching holes in it. And as the game wore on, you know, time went on, they finally got over the top of the Featherstone pack. We saw Penkovic come into the game, create a few and probe and do those sort of things. And off the back of some good kicking game too off Hanford, I thought at times Hanford's kicking game was pinpoint. got it into space where it needed to be. Now, as a result, Finn didn't always get to place his kicks where they want to do because of the effort, the energy of the Halifax, kick pressure. But their goal line defence, Dave, throughout the game, I thought just turned up for each other. The attitude, the willingness and desire was fantastic throughout the whole game. And they've been heavily criticised at times about their goal line defence, but I thought just an outstanding team performance from Halifax today.
Sean Penkovic, man of the match today, the 30-year-old Welsh international, and he's speaking now with Natalie Quirk.
Well, Sean, I'll give you this first. Congratulations. The first time you've won this trophy, what does it mean to you and the guys?
It means a lot to me and my family, but most of all, it's for all the fans. They come out in, I reckon, great numbers here today, and I think we've done a good game today. It
was a fantastic atmosphere, wasn't it? But a fantastic game from start to finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was one side we're never going to run away with it. We always knew it was going to be tight, but in the end, we just got there.
Very close at the end, wasn't it? But celebrations about 3 minutes towards the end.
Yeah. Well, I think we went 7 in front then, but it's emotions take over the players, so God forgive us for that one.
How instrumental has Carl Harrison been?
Oh, he's been great. He'd all set the platform last couple of years. We've been building up, but Carl's come in and gives us a bit of steely defence, which I reckon you can tell him that it paid off today.
Go and enjoy the celebrations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So off he goes to join his teammates, and these will be happy times. New generation celebrating cup final glory for Halifax. They did it a while back in the 80s. Challenge Cup and all of that. Champions once upon a time. But today they are Northern Rail Cup winners. They have a trophy to lift, and we'll be back for that trophy lift in just a few moments' time.